Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are gonna learn a new story. So let's get started. So guys, this story is about a small girl of 12 to 13 years, 10, 11, 12, 13 years, and she taught her grandmother to read. So let's see how did she did this. How I taught my grandmother to read by Sudha Murthy. I love Sudha Murthy books. If you like it, you can just purchase them. When I was a girl of about 12, I used to stay in a village in North Karnataka with my grandparents. In those days, the transport system was not good. So, we used to get the morning paper only in the afternoon. All of us would wait eagerly for the bus which used to come with the papers, weekly magazines and the posts. At the time, Triveni was a very popular writer in the Kannada language. One of her novels called Kashi Yatri was appearing as a serial in the Kannada weekly Karmavira at the time. My grandmother, Krishtaka, never went to school, so she could not read. Even when Wednesday would forget all her work, and Wednesday Kamvira would come, and I would read the next episode of Kashi Yatra to her. During that time, she would forget all her work and listen with the greatest concentration. Later, she would repeat the entire text by her heart. After hearing what happened next in Kashiyatri, she would join her friends at the temple courtyard where the children would also gather to play hide and seek. She would discuss the latest episodes with her friends. Once, I went for the wedding with my cousins to neighboring village. In those days, a wedding was a great event. We enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. We would eat and play endlessly, so savoring the freedom because all the elders were busy. I went for a couple of days but ended up staying for a week. Next page. When I came back to my village, I found my grandmother in tears. I was surprised, for I had never seen her cry even in the most difficult of situations. What had happened? I was worried. Ava, is everything right? Are you okay? I used to call her Ava, which means mother in Canada. She nodded, but she did not reply. I did not understand and forgot about it. In the night, after dinner, we were sleeping in the open terrace of the house. It was summer night and there was a full moon. Avva came and sat next to me. Her affectionate hands touched my forehead. I realized she wanted to speak. I asked her, "What is the matter?" When I was a young girl, I lost my mother. There was nobody to look after and guide me. My father was a busy man and got married again. In those days, people never considered education essential for girls, so I never went to school. I got married very young and had children. I became very busy. Later, I had grandchildren and always felt so happy cooking and feeding all of you. At times, I used to regret not going to school, so I made sure that my children and grandchildren studied well. I could not understand why my 62-year-old grandmother was telling me, a 12-year-old, the story of her life in the middle of the night. But I knew I loved her immensely and there had to be some reason why she was talking to me. I looked at her face. It was unhappy and her eyes were filled with tears. She was a good looking lady who was usually always smiling. Even today, I cannot forget the worried expression on her face. I leaned forward and held her hand. Ava, don't cry. What is the matter? Can I help you in any way? Yes, I need your help. You know, when you were away, Karmavira came as usual. I opened the magazine. I saw the picture that accompanies the story of Kashi Yatre, but I could not understand anything that was written. Many times I rubbed my hands over the pages, wishing I could understand something. But I knew it was not possible. If only I were educated enough. I waited eagerly you to return. I felt you would come early and read for me. I even thought of going to the village and asking you to read for me. I could have asked somebody in this village, but I was so embarrassed to do so. I felt very dependent and helpless. We are well off, but what use is money when I cannot be independent? I did not know what to answer. Awa continued. I have decided to learn the Kannada alphabet from tomorrow onwards. I will work very hard. I want to be independent. Next page. Ava, at this age of 62, you want to learn the alphabet? All your hair is grey, your hands are wrinkled, and you wear spectacles and you work so much in the kitchen. But she just smiled. For a good cause, if you are determined, you can overcome any obstacle. I will work harder than anybody else, but I will do it. For learning, age is no limit. The next year onwards, I started my tuition. Awa was a wonderful student. The amount of homework she did was amazing. She would read, repeat, write, and recite. I was her only teacher and she was my first student. Little did I know then that one day I would become the teacher of computer science and teach hundreds of students. Then the Dussehra festival came as usual. My grandmother called me to the place of worship and made me sit on a stool. She gave me a gift. It was length of a fabric to be tailored into a dress. Then she did something unusual. She bent down and touched my feet. I was surprised and taken back. Elders never touch the feet of youngsters. We only touch the feet of gods. We worship and that of our elders and teachers. We consider it as a mark of respect. She said, I am touching the feet of a teacher, not my granddaughter. A teacher who taught me so well that and with so much affection that I can now read any novel confidently. Now I am independent. It's my duty to respect a teacher. It is not written in our scriptures that a teacher should be respected irrespective of age. I touched her feet in return and gave my gift to my first student. It was a novel of Kashi Yatre by Triveni. I knew that my student had passed with flying colors. Guys, if you like my channel, like, share and subscribe for new videos. Bye. We will meet in the next video. For that time, bye bye.